In a tower where everything was either enormous or magical, a tiny wizard named Elara sat atop a desk as grand as a mountain. She was no taller than a teacup, and her nose was buried in an open book whose pages loomed like sails. All around her were stacks of towering books, scrolls unfurled like carpet rolls, and pots of mysterious inks. Across the room, snoring softly, lay Marmalade. Marmalade was a cat. Not just any cat, but a huge, fluffy orange cat who sprawled lazily on a cushion big enough to be a ship for the small wizard. His tail flicked now and then, sending puffs of dust dancing in the candlelight. Elara's gaze drifted to the shelves where a recipe sparkled with magical runes. Moon petal dew required. She sighed. Moon petal dew could only be found in the Whispering Garden, just beyond the tower. But for someone only 4 inches tall, it was a mighty trek. Elara turned to Marmalade, and climbing down from her book stack, tiptoed across the floor. With nimble fingers, she clambered up Marmalade's soft, furry leg until she stood near his ear. She lifted her wand and tapped gently. "Wake up, Marmalade. We need to go to the Whispering Garden." Marmalade's sleepy eye opened. He saw Elara, yawned, and gave a mighty stretch, so mighty it toppled a pile of tiny scrolls. Elara wrinkled her nose, but only smiled. She needed her friend awake after all. Soon Marmalade was trotting slowly down the spiral stairs, his big paws careful not to jar Elara, who clung to his fur like a ship's captain navigating stormy seas. A dusty moth fluttered past Marmalade's nose. He twitched, tempted to swat, but Elara whispered, "No!" and Marmalade resisted, eyes only half open. Suddenly, in the hallway, they faced a monumental obstacle. A dust bunny bigger than a sheep blocked the path. To Marmalade, it was barely noticeable, but to Elara, it was a fluffy wall of doom. She raised her wand and whispered a wind spell, sending the dust bunny scattering with a puff. At last, they arrived at the heavy garden door. Marmalade nudged it open with his nose just enough for them to squeeze through. Outside, the Whispering Garden was wild and mysterious, shadows stretching, and only a little firefly pulsed with gentle light above them. Elara pointed from her perch to the base of an enormous rose bush. "There! The moon petal dew!" she said. But Marmalade crouched low, his hunter spirit now awake. Something tiny wriggled beneath the rose's leaves. It was only a tiny toad. Marmalade leaned in, nose to toad, while Elara giggled at the silly scene. She slipped off his back and tiptoed down to the dew-laden leaf. Her wand shimmered, and Elara carefully collected a glowing drop into her tiny vial. "Got it!" she cheered. "Now let's get home the fast way!" Suddenly, on the far side of the fence, Marmalade spotted a dog, big, friendly, and wagging. Marmalade froze, fur bristling, while the dog barked a sound so mighty that Elara's bones rattled. Marmalade bolted away in fright, nearly trampling Elara in the rush. Elara cried out, "Marmalade!" dashing after him as he dove under a stone bench. Panting, Elara climbed atop the bench and looked Marmalade square in the eye. "We are partners, Marmalade. Be brave." Determined, Elara swung her wand and cast an illusion. Right next to the dog appeared a giant, barking, ghostly mouse. The dog yelped and fled, leaving Marmalade peeking out from his hiding place, wide-eyed and impressed.